Welcome to this session on Provider Account Management, Authorization, and Claim Search. Hitting F11 at any time will maximize the screen for best viewing. Let's start with the Provider Account Management menu, Provider Billing, Search, Authorizations. Valid authorizations for a provider. If you know the child ID, the authorization number, last name or the first name of the child, or a date range that the authorization was given. Let's start with authorization number. This brings up the valid authorization for the child. You may select that authorization, claim, look at the unit summary, print, or list it. If you know the child ID, you may also search that way. We see two valid authorizations for this child. The easiest way, if you know the child name, brings up the same screen. Now let's use the date range. You can select the calendar or simply type in the field. We see two valid authorizations in the date range selected. Here's a simple way to see all ongoing authorizations. Select the service date in the drop-down. It will default to today's date, and then we'll click Search. All valid ongoing authorizations will be shown. The default is active only, deselecting the checkbox, shows a combination of active and inactive. Let's move on to the claim search. Again, we'll select Provider Account Management, Provider Billing, Search, and now we'll select Claims. Notice the various ways we can search for claims: authorization number, claim number, provider account number, provider's name, child ID, last name, first name, patient account number if it was used in the actual claim, payment reference numbers, or the submitted dates. Enter the authorization number and click Search. We now have the claim detail in the list box. We'll select the magnifying glass. Notice on this particular claim, nothing was disallowed or denied, and the net was paid. We could choose to correct the claim or search for others. Let's go back to the search criteria screen. And let's search by provider name. We're using a generic name of provider for the providers, and I'm currently signed in as an agency administrator. So I do see claims for multiple providers. Child last name. Date range with start and end date is very similar to the authorization search. Let's enter a claim and then search for it for review. I'm going to start with the authorization search. And I'm simply looking for authorizations by child ID. I have child last name and first name. I'm going to select the authorization that I want to perform the claim against, review the authorization, and select claim entry at the bottom. The claim entry screen is displayed. Notice the pre-population of the authorization number. I'll enter the service date for the provider. Select the provider name and the number of units. Add the claim to the detail and submit. Notice in the information line above, the new claim ID is displayed. We could simply enter that claim ID in the search, or here's another example. We can use the same authorization number from before and search that way to get to the claim. Look at the detail to verify that the claim has truly been paid and all adjudication edits have been passed. If we needed to make any corrections, we could use the Correct Claim button. This concludes the session on Provider Account Management, Authorization, and Claim Search.